Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Anne Manera, and welcome to our Monday morning color along / coloring meeting. And I'm happy that everyone was able to join me this morning. So we are coloring this morning with good old-fashioned Crayola crayons. And I have this brand new box of 16 Crayola crayons that I actually bought at Dollar Tree. So what a deal for $1. And I am coloring a page today from Color Along Volume 10, and we are coloring a grayscale illustration page this morning. We're going to talk about coloring camp this morning. We're going to talk about a doodle patterns class that's coming up this week. We're going to talk about my brand new book called Tiny Crowds, and I'm so excited. It is a #1 new release on Amazon. It just came out yesterday, so that's cool. What else are we going to talk about this morning? We have a lot to cover this morning, I think, right? We've got, we're going to take a flip through Simple Objects and Still Life Grayscale illustration coloring books. And we're going to chat about who knows what, right? So, first of all, let's say good morning to everyone while I search for the page in Color Along Volume 10. Let's see who's here with us this morning. Hey, good morning, Karen. Good morning, Sarah. Hey, Bonnie Hughes. How's it going? Hey, Alice. Hey, Judy. Good morning, Judy. Judy, I have your painting all ready to be packaged up today, and it'll be shipped out later this afternoon or first thing in the morning. Hey, good morning, Cheryl. Hey, Jason. Is it really miserable in your neck of the woods today? You said that it's cold and miserable. It's kind of cold and miserable here today, too. I don't like when it's cold and miserable out. I want sun. I want sun, no humidity, perfect temperature, not asking for much, right? Hey, Chris Costelli, how's it going? Hey, Martha. Who else is here with us this morning? I think this is Lap. Is that Lap that's joining us from Hong Kong? Is that who that is? I'm not sure if that's you. Hey, Alexandria, what's going on? Who else is here this morning? Carol. Hey, Carol. Be right back. Just went to start the dishwasher. I don't know if Carol can hear us over the dishwasher, but who uses a dishwasher these days? You use a dishwasher, Carol? I hand wash. How about you guys? Does anybody else hand wash their dishes still? I find it relaxing. It helps me digest my food. I don't know what it is. Hey, Lynn Miller. Lynn Miller says, I cannot find my crayons, so I'm using woodless pencils. Hey, why not, right? And I believe Abby is here with us this morning. Abby, I saw you come in at the beginning, but I don't know if you're still here. So good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hope you are having a great Monday. What a great way to start out the week, right? Start out the day. Paintings will arrive today for Lynn. Yeah, and you're rocking it. Am I, Lynn? I don't know. I mean, Chris, I'm not really sure. I'm not really feeling like I'm rocking it this morning. Kind of having a rough day this morning, so I'm not really sure if I'm rocking it. But the best part is that no matter how miserable I might feel, and I'm not trying to be on my complaint train, but no matter how miserable I feel, when I do a color along, it just changes everything. So it is a really, really good escape. I was watching, I have a dishwasher, and I hardly ever use it. I can't stand just loading up the dishwasher. I don't have enough to wash for each day, and I don't like loading it up and just letting it sit, but I just hand wash. Sometimes I use it for holidays. Even that I don't even just use it for holidays. It takes longer for a dishwasher than to hand wash. Me too, Judy. I timed it one day. It took like an hour and a half. Plus, it uses a lot of hot water. A lot of hot water. Hey, Paisley, what's happening? Paisley's got a situation going on over here, huh? Oh, Paisley. Paisley, come here. Hey, come here, Paisley. All right, so I'm still looking for this page. Hey, Bonnie Miller. Does it depend on how many dishes you have, Alice? Yeah, I don't usually have that many dishes. Hey, if I have that many people over that are going to use my dishes, I'm going to buy paper plates. I don't know about you. All right, we got to find this page. Where the heck is this page? Let's take a look. Scarlett's stealing my container that I had with yogurt in it. Let's see. Okay, we've got this one coming up in January. We did this one with watercolor pencils. Another January. Oh, remember that? Isn't it fun to kind of look back and think about what happened during that color along? This was January 9th. Keep going. I seem to never find... Oh, this one's Wednesday. This is going to be exciting. Love this page. Kind of a blown up version from Tribal Abstract. This one's on December 24th, which I was thinking to myself, I don't know about you, but I need strength on December 24th because just to kind of get through everything I need to do. Just rinse and throw in the dishwasher, Sarah says. Yeah, I wash by hand. Maybe I'm just old school. I mean, I'm not doing my laundry on a stone. I'm not washing my clothes against a rock. But I have, my washer is a, the kind without the agitator in the middle. Do not like it. I don't really think that it does the same. I don't think it works the same as the others. Okay, let me get all of my papers out of my paraphernalia out of the way here. I don't know why all of this stuff is in here. Okay, so I've got my 16 pack of acrylic crayons. So excited because it's brand new. Don't you just love? Hey, Melody. Don't you just love... Carol, we were talking about you. We were talking about who uses a dishwasher and who still washes by hand. So clearly you don't need to answer that question because you already told us that you went to go turn on the dishwasher. So, I hand wash. We're kind of split down the middle, 50-50. Some hand wash, some do not. Well, if you have a job where you have to wash dishes, then I can understand why, hey, why not use a dishwasher while you're home? Okay, so we have a lot to cover this morning. So I hope that you are bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning. And we are going to color this page from Still Life Grayscale coloring book. And to be perfectly honest with you, I think that I made a mistake. And I think that this page that we see right here is actually from... It is. This page that we see right here is actually from Simple Objects. So if you wanted to make note of that on this page, this is actually Simple Objects. I don't know if you wanted to really keep track of it, but it is not in Still Life. That was an error that I had made. Grayscale, Simple Objects, Grayscale Illustration Coloring Book. These are all... Oh, Miss Scarlett, what's the matter? You don't like this page? Oh, let me help her. Hold on, you guys. What happened? Okay, come here. We have all stuff over here, too. What is going on? I thought you were going to be good today. Here you go. Scarlett lost her toy. Poor little girl. Okay, so Simple Objects has, they're just simple objects. I don't know how else to describe it. Hey, Debbie. So, this book, when I drew this book with all pastels and chalk pastel colored pencils, and I drew them in color. And I don't know if any of you remember seeing pages I was posting as I was drawing them. And then I turned them into grayscale. So, the shading and the shadowing has an awful lot to follow in this book. And I don't know if you've seen some pages that one of the coloring members in the Just Color group, his name is Patrick Tilley. I don't know if he's watching this morning. I don't know if Patrick really watches color-alongs, but Patrick has been coloring this book like crazy. And he amazes me because he's using these oil pastels, but then he mixes them with water. And they kind of have like an old-style Renaissance fresco look. Has anyone seen those? I wish he was here. I have to tag him in this, I guess. Crayola crayons are giving Jason happy memories. Cool. Hey, Dawn. So this book has, this is the page from the cover, this grayscale background here where you can just you can follow it along. I think it's really easy to color. I think it kind of teaches you how to actually shade and blend, and because it's kind of done for you. And then there are 24 pages to color in this book. This is an 8.5 by 11 book. And then at the back of this book, it's got these, it has pages that have 4 on each page, so it's a smaller version. And you could use anything on these. You could use colored pencils. We're going to use crayons today. You could use chalk pastels. You could use oil pastels. You could use watercolor pencils if you wanted to. So I think that it's a really easy book to color, because by easy, and I mean that by mean that for two reasons. Easy meaning that it actually is very easy to color, but the other part is that you get incredible results. So many of you that have colored pages from this book, I think you can attest to the fact that what you get out at the end are stunning. You end up with results that are like, oh my God, I can't believe I colored that. And then it has pages like these, which are my absolute favorite, because they have the mini. Maybe that's why I did this book called Tiny Crowds. What's going on, Dawn? Hey, did you guys see that really cool drawing that Dawn did the other day from Nativity? Dawn, I want to color it. Can I print it and color it? Because it's awesome. Holly said she loves this book. I love this book too. So this is one of my Grayscale illustration books. So there's this one. And then I also have Grayscale. This is also a Grayscale illustration book, which is called Still Life. This was the first one. And here's some pages that I actually colored that are in here. Where are they? See some colored pages from this book. And these were just done with colored pencils. I love coloring this one. This one was done with markers. Your printer's out of ink again, Judy? I just went through a disaster with my printer the other day. I printed something, and when I printed it, it got clogged or something, and there was ink on a roller, and every time I printed something, a big black streak came across every single page. Oh, I want to color it, Dawn. It's awesome. I love it. I think you should sell it. I think you should do a coloring book. That's what I think you should do. As a matter of fact, I think that the results from Drawcember that Carol is running, that challenge that Carol is running in the Just Color coloring group, which I'm not really part of. Carol is leading the way and just telling me what to do and when it's time to give something away. I'm just gonna flip through Grayscale, Still Life Grayscale illustration book. Boy, what amazing results when people are drawing. Is anyone participating in that? That is not. Does anyone know what that is? Drawcember is it's kind of like Inktober, but it's in the Just Color coloring group, and every day there's a prompt for a word, and you draw something. So the prompt that day, that was from the day, was that a prompt, Nativity? I'm paying attention to it, but I'm not paying attention to it. I am following it. And one day there was Grinch, another day there was the word stress, and people are drawing things that maybe people that, I'm not going to assume that people that are drawing for Drawcember have never drawn before, but things like Holly's been participating in drawing things, and Holly had some cute little characters that she had drawn. They were absolutely adorable. Who else has been putting, what is her name? Oh, the name is slipping my mind now. Rose Anthony. Is it Rose Anthony that's been participating? Holly says it gets you out of your comfort zone. Yeah, and Holly did win. And the way you win is by participating every single day. So by the more you participate, then a random person is picked. Right, Carol? Carol can tell me the rules better than I can explain it, because Carol created them. So I don't really know. Carol's the boss when it comes to this. It's not me. I'm just providing the free pages. She just calls me up one day and says to me, so this is what we're doing, right? It's funny. Carol says you can also color a page for the word if you are not comfortable drawing. Yes, exactly. And a lot of people are doing that. And it's not good. It's not how good you can draw. It's for fun. And if you only do one, you still get a prize. Okay, cool. I hope Karina Hansen is doing it too. Is Karina participating? Because Karina's drawings are amazing. And what's cool about Karina's drawings, I don't know if she's watching, but we're going to talk about her for a minute in a good way. What's cool about Karina's drawings is that if you notice some of the things that Karina posts, she'll draw something and she'll draw it like on a napkin. Or like a little, I don't know, a little scratch of a piece, a little like scrap of a piece of paper. And that really hits home to me, because I do that a lot. A lot of my coloring, I remember one coloring book started on a piece of ripped paper towel, and it was a little tiny sketch. I was sitting there eating breakfast, and I kind of did my little drawing. And even right now I have some little sketches hanging up in front of me, taped to the wall, and are the start of another coloring book. So that's kind of how a lot of things start. You just kind of, if you get rid of the if you do not pay attention to what medium you're using, or what color you're using, or what paper you're using, or and if you let go of the idea that it has to be perfect, then I think that the results are better. So Carol, are you drawing for it? I don't know if I've been seeing yours, but Carol's drawings are the header of the event. So I'm just using this blue-green color Crayola to color the side of this book. Sounds like dogs are choking in the other room. It could be in a frame. Yep. I don't think about it and it just comes out. That's exactly what you should do, Holly. Don't think about it. The less you think about it and the less you try, you know, that whole thing, let it go to the universe. It's like, let it go to the universe. I don't know. I think I need to follow that advice today. Just let it go to the universe. Stop trying. I don't mean stop trying like give up, but, you know, stop trying. Stop pushing it. What you resist persists. I don't know. I'm going to say all these crazy things today. Sorry, Ed, what did you ask? I don't remember, Carol. What did I ask, Carol? Carol needs to co-host one day. You need to co-host with me, Carol. I don't know. What did I just ask her? Oh, are you drawing, are you participating in the drawings for each day for Drawcember? That's what I asked. And I'm mixing this on top of this with just blue. Just to kind of blend it. Look at how cool that just kind of blends it when you mix a couple of different colors of Crayolas. And if you use a heavy pressure, then it'll change the color completely. But if you use a light enough pressure, it will allow for different colors to kind of shine through, multiple colors to come on here. Now I'm using the same pressure when it comes to this gray area here, and that is going to allow, yeah, whenever you get yourself settled, Carol, we'll have to figure it out. This will allow for this kind of shadowing, the shading to come over here in the top. All right, so now for the inside of my book, I'm going to mix some yellow and some yellow orange. You know, our friend orange. And I'm coloring in the direction of those pages because maybe they're like, I don't know, they're not really white when you look at the pages for a book. Maybe they're ivory. Maybe they're kind of a tea-stained color. Oh, maybe I should put some brown. I'll put brown instead. Am I drawing? Carol says, ha. No, I am unpacking my house because I love to live in cardboard boxes. Well, actually, the cat loves the boxes. Maybe you should start just like a little village of all cardboard box houses, Carol. I would want to be unpacked in one day. I wouldn't want to be living in boxes. Is that unrealistic for me to expect? I would have to like stop everything I was doing and hire like an army of people to come over and help me get everything all organized. Holly says, Anne, I was on the phone with Amazon and some of your journals are gone. What do you mean they're gone? I don't understand. What do you mean they're gone? Which journals? Which journals are gone? All right, now this part right here is also this book, so I'll go back with my turquoise. And I'm going to color it a little bit lighter. So there's a coupon that's floating around that I've been posting the code for Amazon. It's called Gift Book 18. You can use that on the camp book. However, I want to clarify something. That's an Amazon coupon, and I am not in any way, shape, or form in charge of a coupon from Amazon. I can't create it. I cannot create a coupon for Amazon to be used on Amazon. It was just simply an Amazon gift code that I saw on Amazon, like everyone else can see, and I just simply shared it with everyone, and just to kind of bring awareness to the fact that you can actually use that $5 coupon off the winter camp book. So you could get that book for $5. Out of stock. Which ones are out of stock? Am I the only one who loves the smell of old books? No, I kind of do too, but then it kind of gives me a headache, Jason. Kind of musty. Chris is saying, I could live in cardboard boxes. I have way more than enough. Do you have a lot of cardboard boxes too? It's from all the Amazon shopping, right? I have like a collection of cardboard boxes. I save them. I love a cardboard box. Do you save them, Chris? Because you're just like in love with a cardboard box? You never know when you might need one, right? I really save the those Amazon envelopes, the bubble envelopes, because then I reuse them. I repurpose them. You think that's bad that I repurpose them? I don't think it is. I ship things, like I have paintings that I'm shipping out, and I'm going to be using an Amazon envelope. Just Color Blank Journal in Summer Camp. It says it's out of stock. All right, let's see. They told you this on the phone? It's in stock. Just Color Blank Journal. Only one left in stock. More are on the way. It's not going to be out of stock. It's on sale for $4.13. Is this the one you're talking about, Holly? I'm going to pop a link. I reuse those envelopes all the time. Those envelopes are great, aren't they? Oh, there's one left on each one. That doesn't mean they're out of stock. You know what that means? This is why that happens. If you see that there's only one left, there really is not only one left. Don't let that fool you. That's like an Amazon trick, the Amazon thing they're trying to do. It's like don't let that fool you. They're always in stock. They're print on demand. They do not print those books unless they are on demand. This is what might have happened. When you order a book, a coloring book, for me, for example, or from another independent artist, it's a print-on-demand book on Amazon. The book gets ordered, and then they print it. Well, someone may turn around maybe before it's even shipped and cancel it. So then that's why. Why wouldn't they let you order it, Holly? I don't understand why they're not letting you order it. One in stock. You should just put it in your cart. I can put it in my cart. What's the other book? The summer camp book? Paisley. I don't understand why you can't order it, Holly. It shouldn't be a big deal. Even Paisley says it's not a big deal. Paisley, stop barking, my friend. They do. Chris is right. Chris says they psych you out to jump on it and buy it. Somebody go see if you can put that in your shopping cart, because I'm sure you can. I know you can. I don't think they're telling the truth, Holly. All right, so the top one, I think I'm going to add some, I think I'll add orange to the top, which is like a red-orange color. Chris says, did I just say one left my eye? No kidding. Who used to say that, Chris? You know who that reminds me of? Laverne and Shirley. Do you remember Laverne and Shirley? It'll remind me. Chris, you strike me as a person that would have watched Laverne and Shirley. Has anyone else ever watched Laverne and Shirley? Man, I used to love that show. Laverne and Shirley. That's what they used to say that. Didn't Cindy say that? I mean, Cindy. Shirley. Laverne and Shirley. I mean, Shirley. Cindy. Why am I saying Cindy? Is that her real name? Cindy? They played Shirley? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Hey, Marianne. Does anybody even care? No, does anybody know what I'm talking about with Laverne and Shirley? She used to say that. At least the one I watched, anyway. Carol. Yes, loved it. Holly says yes. I know. I gotta find Laverne and Shirley. Is it on Netflix? Because I really need to. Abby says yes. They called me Laverne. I love them too. Remember the time that they stepped on? They had a pet fish, and she named it Bubbles. And Bubbles got out of the. I'll never forget this episode. I don't know why it struck me as so funny, but Bubbles got out of the bowl, and someone slipped on bubbles and they slid right across the floor, right? Cindy Williams, thank you, Bonnie Hughes. It went into your cart. Okay, Jason says I used to love it too. Judy says that she went to Amazon. Thank you, Judy, for testing that, and it went in her cart. I would say go put it in your cart, Holly. It'll work. Don't ask them on the phone. Just do it. Because as Chris says, a.k.a. Shirley, out of stock, my eye, right? Cindy Williamson was Shirley, I think. I think her name was Cindy something. Cindy Williams. Yeah. She said I couldn't get it because there was only one left. Well, why? That's wrong, Holly. Just put it in your shopping cart. Don't believe what she said. I don't know who you're talking to at this Amazon place, but I don't think they know what they're talking about. Maybe they're a little flustered. Carol's saying no, but I can say milk and Pepsi. I know. Did you ever drink milk and Pepsi? Could you imagine? I've never tried it. I don't even think I would want to. Could you imagine how gross it would be? Milk and Pepsi. Do you think she really did drink milk and Pepsi? I love that show too, Cheryl. Isn't it funny? Now I want to watch it. All right, I'm going to still mix this brown with this yellow. I think Scarlett is asking if she could use the dog facilities. I've got to let Scarlett outside. Yeah, right. My eye, as Chris says, my eye. You have to go outside? Come on. Jason says that sounds vile. He's talking about the milk and Pepsi. We know you want to try it, Jason. It's okay. You can tell us. We'll share you. We won't tell anyone your secrets. And now that cup, I don't know about you, but that cup is just screaming purple to me. Did you drink it when you were... Dawn says I used to drink it when she was pregnant. Abby says she is mostly not from the United States. Who are we talking about? Wait a minute. Hold on. Who's not from the United States? Chris. Holly, Chris is telling you to tell the Amazon rep. Yeah. Oh, my friend says one left, my eye. Have you drank it since then, Dawn? Dawn says she used to drink milk and Pepsi when she was pregnant. Have you ever drank it when you were not pregnant? Yeah, she probably was well, maybe she wasn't from the U.S., but, a lot of Amazon reps work from home. So maybe she was just kind of like not to like diss the Amazon reps, but maybe she was just kind of sitting at home with her fluffy slippers and her, dirty ashtray in front of her, drinking milk and Pepsi, right? Maybe that's what was going on, Holly. There she was, the Amazon rep. No, we have to be nice to the Amazon reps right now, right? To Amazon. We love you, Amazon. But you never know, right? I called one company, which I was surprised that they were working from home. I would never be able to answer the phone from home like that because my dogs would just be making way too much noise in the background. This is violet purple. And I'm trying to color in the direction of the cup. So kind of like a arching motion, rounded, because we want to kind of indicate, we're going to kind of mimic this shape right here as I go down. I tried milk and Pepsi and just about threw up, Chris is saying. Hey, Kristen. No, I can't think of anything worse. My sister mixed Sprite, Jason says, and Coke together. That was gold. That sounds delicious. Dawn says, yes, I have, and I still love it. Okay, Dawn. We're going to call you Laverne from now on. I guess well, then you think about it. Let's think about this. Coke is probably like a caramel type thing in a sweetness. It probably is good, now that I think about it. I don't know if I would want to try it, though. I don't drink soda at all, so... that would be the problem. And then I've got this color, which is called Blue Violet. This one was called Violet Purple. Actually, this is called Violet with Purple in parentheses. I never noticed that before. Isn't that interesting? Now, why would that be in parentheses? Kristen is waving with a clock. Why are we waving with the clock, Kristen? Remember egg creams. Oh, the candy egg creams. Yeah, remember that? Did you ever try milk and Pepsi, Kristen? What are some other oddball things that people eat that people just do not eat? One of the things that I love that people like, what are you having? Tomatoes and eggs, it's called. And it's just scrambled eggs with a can of tomato sauce. I don't know if Melody, are you still here watching? I thought Melody might have made that because that is in my my book called My Mom's Recipes. I love that. My dogs like it too. Every time I make it, my dogs are like, we'll have a spoonful. I'm going to add some white into this cup just to kind of make it a little bit blended. My kids used to go and mix all the pop together. Ooh, it kind of does sound like it would be like a float without the ice cream, Dawn. Seltzer milk chocolate syrup. Seltzer with milk chocolate syrup is what you're mixing together, Kristen? Yeah, I've had a Coke float too. I've had a root beer float. So I guess it kind of would be like that. It would kind of, like, maybe it's like a float, but it's melted. Maybe I would like it after all that. Jason saying my mom used to love drinking hot milk in Bovril. I don't know what that is, Jason. Jason, what is that? It's probably just something that's in England, and I don't know about it. Bovril. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. See, Kristen knows about tomatoes and eggs. Tomatoes and eggs is an Italian-American dish. Do you like it, Kristen? I love it. Now I need to make it. Eat it in a sandwich with a crispy piece of Italian bread. I think I'm just way too hungry today. Do you ever have one of those days where you're just like way too hungry? I gotta go see what's happening with Scarlett because she's outside and she's crying. Hang on. There's nothing else, Scarlett. Come over here. Come here. Okay, well, this is crazy. So, what was the last thing I was talking about for food? I was talking about a nice, chunky, a nice piece of Italian bread. What was Scarlett crying about? A squirrel must have left a piece of Italian bread on the top of the fence. And that's what she was crying about. So maybe I should start talking about millions of dollars, and the next thing you know, I'll have, like, money in my backyard. Egg cream is seltzer, milk, cream, and chocolate syrup. Ooh, that sounds delicious. My son would get a soda at Burger King. And Chris is saying it would be a short squirt of every soda. Oh, that does sound like it would be delicious. Hey, Marianne. Marianne saying, never thought of using crayon for grayscale. Sure, why not? No color search. You mean the color swatch? Yeah, I wasn't swatching. Kristen is saying tomatoes and eggs is very tasty. Isn't it delicious? I mean, you have to add, like, some garlic powder to it, right? Other things to it. So it doesn't really taste just like scrambled eggs. So now I'm going to put some brown on the bottom for the table. I've used crayons, Marianne, for grayscale photo, too. Can you hear Scarlett crying back there? She has a concert going on. Oh, my friend Scarlett, what's wrong now? What's the matter? Hey, Julie. What is the Thank you, Julie. Julie's saying nice colors. Yeah, so just basic crayons, you guys, you know? Why not? Add some white on top of this. You don't have to get fancy. And these crayons, this is a 16 pack that I just bought recently at the dollar store for $1. $1. A buck. The whining dog was making me laugh like she wants to color too. No, you know what she wants to do? This is what she was whining about. She went into the kitchen and this is her new thing. Now she's back. Now she's with me. But her new thing is to hang out in the kitchen and open up this barrel with a with dog food in it. Looks like a metal trash can. It's small and it has dog food in it. And she lifts the cover. She takes the lid off because she's decided that apparently I'm fired, and she just does it herself. So I just close the door to the kitchen so she doesn't go back in there. Because she's howling like she's never eaten before in her life. Which is so not true. Hey, Cindy Lamb. So this one is called Yellow Green. So I'm going to finish up the background here with just this even pressure of this yellow green. And then we're going to take a look at the camp book. I thought I would flip through the camp book today because you can get the camp book for $5 off until the 21st with that code GIFTBOOK18 on Amazon. It's an Amazon coupon. It's not my own coupon. I cannot create a coupon on Amazon. And you can get $5 off. So this book is $20.99, so you can get it for $15.99. So I think I'll add some dark green to go with it. Maybe just kind of create a little bit of shading here. And up on this side. And then I might take a little bit of black and just kind of accentuate what's here. I don't want to really outline it, but I just kind of want to give it a little bit of a dark, just to kind of, I don't know, make it pop. I don't want to outline it though, because you never want to outline grayscale. Abby says, Anne, this is nice. Thank you so much. I have twistable crayons. I love twistable crayons too. Beth Turner. Hey, Beth Turner. I am taking dazzling mandalas, Beth Turner is saying, with me to the hospital today while I wait for my daughter's treatment. Well, I hope that your daughter's treatment goes well today. Can't wait to see what you color in that book. So just kind of a little bit of black right there. And again here. And here's a little bit of black there. You could actually add glitter to this. Wouldn't that be cool? Glitter to those books. When I was doing Tiny Crowds. So did you guys get a chance to take a look at my book, Tiny Crowds? I'm really very excited about Tiny Crowds because, let me show you what the cover looks like because I don't have the book yet. My book will be here this week. Tiny Crowds. Look at Tiny Crowds has made... I'm reading Marianne's comment that her mom always made eggs with tomato. Another fave was cucumber and tomato salad with oil. Oh, I love that. I love tomatoes. So my book Tiny Crowds has made it to Amazon, made its way to Amazon, and it's available. And look at this. It's a new release, a #1 new release in the miniatures category, which I'm really excited about it being in the miniatures category because it's miniature. So Tiny Crowds, it's all pages with little crowds of objects like candles or there's some snowmen or there's some vases. And there's all different little tiny, what else is in there? Flower pots and mushrooms. And I had such a really, really good time drawing that book. Carol says, I ordered Tiny Crowds. It's supposed to come on Thursday. Thank you, Carol. I ordered Tiny Crowds for myself too, and it's supposed to come on Friday. So I decided not to order it from the publisher because I didn't feel like taking forever and a day. It is available on my website as a PDF. There's also a a free page that you can get on my website while you wait for tiny crowds so that you can color that. Beth is saying, I really want tiny crowds. I am so excited. This is what's cool about tiny crowds. First, I was going to call it something else. I was going to call it simple gatherings. But it just didn't sit with me. It just like, I don't know what it was. When I looked at these candles, I just thought, hey, these were in a crowd. The other part about this book is that these candles were, I don't know if you remember me drawing for Inktober, but this was the first page I drew for Inktober. And there was another page in Inktober, which I'm kind of regretting not putting it in there. It was a person with those candles. So this is, this book is exciting. And I started working on, this page, last night with candles. And this is my work in progress for candles. That I'm using my Sperrfarben pencils on, so I'm excited about that. Let me just refresh my browser. What the heck? Something stuck. Yep, something stuck. Hang on one second. Let me just refresh. Okay, I think I'm good. Yeah, so if you are interested in tiny crowds, it's on Amazon. It's $9.99, and you can also go put it in your shopping cart. Put it on your wish list. All of that is what gets the ranking up there. And I think that really is truly why it's the #1 new release, because here's another page from a Tiny Crowds, which I'm excited to see this one colored, because you can do a lot with this page, and you can shade with this, but even, I mean, these candles just kind of spoke to me, where you just need to color. I mean, just kind of, I love how I was able to actually color this magenta and then add pink here and just kind of play around with the different colors. I would do a whole book of these candles. That's how much I love drawing the candles, but I don't know if it would be overkill. I mean, it could be called Candle Crowds. I don't know. So this book has a potential to be kind of maybe continue on. Maybe it could be Tiny Crowds 2. So that's what I was kind of thinking of when I was drawing this, because it was a blast to draw. My new publisher is getting very slow. My last book took about 19 days to get to me. Yeah, the new publisher is taking very slow. KDP with Amazon. It's bugging me. I know. My apologies, you guys. But maybe it's just because of the holiday season. It could be, Bonnie. It could be what it is. So I want to take a look at... Hey, so anyway, check out Tiny Crowds. And for those of you that have already ordered Tiny Crowds, thank you so much. So that book is really exciting, and I'll be coloring that book and posting different pages from that book as I color along, as I start coloring that book. And then, of course, in the meantime, I'm working on another book called Dog Angels, which those of you that are in the membership group may have seen that page drawn live on Saturday. So that's exciting. So look for that. So coloring camp. Coloring camp begins in just about a month, right? So we begin coloring camp on January 20th to 26th. It's from Sunday to Saturday. And, well, coloring camp is because you ordered it on Amazon, Judy. But if you order a hard copy book on my website, then I ship it directly from the publisher, and that's where it's taken forever. Candles and Angels would be a great book. I think so, too, Kristen. I think I kind of want to do a Candles and Angels book, you know? Because I just feel like those candles are just so much fun to draw. Or maybe it could be like one book could be all candles, one could be all, maybe it could be angel crowds, or another one could be candle crowds. I don't know, right? I just think that they're a lot of fun. They're fun to draw. That's what's good about it. So when there's a book that's fun to draw, that's when I like to just keep continuing on. So camp schedule, what's happening? So on Sunday, we begin camp, and we're going to do some shading with colored pencils. We're going to do graphite monochromatic style on Monday, and then on Tuesday, we're tackling pointillism at camp. And then on Wednesday, we are tackling chalk pastels with grayscale illustration. We're going to do a stained glass effect with crayons and blending oil on Thursday. And then on Friday, we're going to do watercolor pencils. And on Saturday, we are doing a grayscale photograph with colored pencils. Couple of things about camp this time is that, first of all, we have giveaways that are happening during camp. Campers will have the opportunity to be entered into winning one of 2 sets that are going to be given away of Sparrow pencils. So that is really, really exciting. The other one that you're going to be able to win when you're at camp is a set of Black Widow pencils. And I believe he's going to give away the pencils that are new, the newest pencils. So that's exciting. The other part about camp this time is that the camp book is a little bit different. It has 2 copies of every page in it this time. So you can go to camp twice if you want. You can go back. You're all done. You can go back. You can binge watch camp coloring tutorials, and you can go back and do it again. The other part is that all of the pages in the camp book cannot be found in any other book. So they were all drawn exclusively for camp. So in addition to the coloring book, you need any brand colored pencils, markers, watercolor pencils, chalk pastels, crayons. You need a number 2 pencil. You need some baby oil or any other type of cooking oil. You need some sort of oil to blend with. Do not use motor oil, but you just need some sort of like oil. You need a small paintbrush to use with the watercolor pencils. And then you need a cup of water to rinse the brush. Cotton swabs and maybe some paper towel. And there's also camp t-shirts and sweatshirts that are available. There's pop sockets that are available for camp, kind of camp swag. There's also some igloo keychains that are available on my website. Of course, they are not mandatory for camp, but they're there for camp just in case you want to. So let's take a look at the actual camp book. Carol is saying that the new Black Widows are going to be 2 sets of skin tones, 1 dark and 1 light, if I recall. I believe so too. So there's plenty of time to sign up for camp. So, Abby, there's plenty of time. I'm saying that you need to sign up by January 10th. And I say that because you want to make sure you get your book in time. So January 20th is when we start. I mean, if you can get your book delivered to you, if you can order it on January 17th and it gets delivered to you, then go for it. But I cannot be held responsible for your book not getting to you on time. So, but you can also order the PDF on my website. So it's $20.99 for the camp book, and you can use a $5 coupon until the 21st of December. There may be more coupons that Amazon will be coming out with, and I'll make sure that I pay attention to that and make sure that I get them out to you guys. Here's the grayscale photo coloring with colored pencils, and the photographs in this book are all my own photographs. They are not stock photography. Then we also have a coloring challenge, another page that was drawn exclusively for coloring camp, which was kind of a spin-off from one of my kids' books called Eat, Sleep, Wag, my dog Willie. He will be appearing in Dog Angels coloring book coming up. And then we have a color together, again, another page that was drawn exclusively, so you'll be seeing all of that. And then there's some activity pages. So excited about the new Black Widows. I know, me too. Hey, Jen Cross. And Carol saying, for blending that is inexpensive, you can use rubbing alcohol. It works like Gamasol and dries really fast. Thank you, Carol. That's a good idea. Thank you. And I'll pull out a bunch of different oils when we're at camp. I'll have olive oil, maybe a canola oil. I'll have some baby oil, and I'll also have I'll use some rubbing alcohol. So I'll have everything under the sun to blend with. So there's a journal page in this book. There's a maze. There's a word search with an art supplies theme. We have an imagination workout page that we'll be working on during camp. And you can do these activity pages at your own pace throughout the week, because it's just kind of that opportunity to say, hey, I'm at camp that week, and everybody else, leave me alone. Don't bother me that week because I'm going to camp. So if somebody says to you, hey, what are you doing on January 22nd? You could say, I'm busy. I'm at camp. Can't do it. Goodbye. Close the door. Go away. Right? All right. So here's a color swatch chart you can use for each page. There's enough of those for each page of that needs to be colored. And then the book just repeats at the end. It just continues. Skin oil works good too. Are we talking about like baby oil, Sarah? I wouldn't really use essential oils. I mean, you probably could, but I don't know if I would do that. You know? I don't know if I would do that. Isn't the igloo adorable? I love the igloo. The other thing I have are igloo keychains. Let me see, I have one of them with me. See if I can find it. Yes, I do. These are one of 3 different keychains. Which oil would be less messy to use, Bonnie is asking. Well, I think the one that dries the quickest would be the easiest, the less messy to use. And I think that the rubbing alcohol would probably be the less messy because it would smell, it would dry the fastest. I'm looking at Abby's comment. Baby oil and crayon works well too. So that's how we're going to get that stained glass effect. I'm looking at Abby's comment when she says that your page would smell nice. It would, wouldn't it? How about Skin So Soft from Avon? That would be cool. Then you would definitely, if you wanted to use your coloring page to ward off mosquitoes, then you could. So here's these zipper pulls. This one is a little miniature igloo. I guess I'm in my mini phase. Carol, some of you know that I love mini, right? Carol knows I love mini. So here's my little miniature igloo on this keychain / zipper pull. These are available on my website, these zipper pulls. Then I also have these that are, this one's a palette. And this one is a box of crayons. And these actually will also be available as necklaces. I need to just put them together. Coconut oil works good too. Oh, cool, Melody. Melody's going to camp. Awesome. Melody, I will get you the information for the group. So, any questions about coloring camp? Because coloring camp, I'm excited about it. January 20th through Saturday, January 26th. If you've never gone to coloring camp before, for those of you that have been to coloring camp, I'm sure you can say it was a blast. We had a good time. You can go back and you can watch the videos over and over. And they're just there. They're available for the videos. If you want someone else to watch with you, you could do that. So maybe you wanted to kind of get together with a friend and you wanted to watch them together, you could do that. Or maybe you just want to sit there in silence and say, hey, that's it, leave me alone. I'm just going to camp that week. So once you purchase your coloring camp book, then email the receipt or proof of purchase or something, a photo of the book maybe that you've purchased it so I know you have it. Email it to me. The email's on the back of this book. Or you can message it to me if you want to do that. And then I will add you to the private Facebook group for coloring camp. And then we meet every morning from Sunday through Saturday, every day at 10 a.m. Eastern. And we go till maybe between 11 or 11:30, depending on the day, depending on what we're doing that day. So I set aside that 90-minute time to hang with all of you and be at camp. Maria is saying I use baby oil and Vaseline. Yeah, I use Vaseline too. But the only problem is that I think Scarlett thinks it's food and she takes it. So last time I used Vaseline, she took it. And she said, I am eating this. So she took it from me. So that's what's happening. So hopefully you can check out my book, Tiny Crowds, on Amazon. And if you want to add it to your wish list, put it in your shopping cart. Sometimes I get nervous when I put stuff in my shopping cart, though, because then I'm afraid that I'm going to accidentally purchase it. Like the other day I had $156 worth of stuff in my shopping cart. And I said I got up in the middle of the night, and it was like around 1 a.m. to let a dog out. And I actually stopped at the computer and emptied my cart because I was having a feeling that I was going to buy everything by accident. So I didn't do that. So I moved them to my wish list, or my save for later type thing. And then I go back and I look at that. Hey, Marty Para. So check out coloring camp. Any questions, let me know. And today's color along was cool, right? Crayons. Who knew? You could use crayons with grayscale. And you can also find this page in Still Life Grayscale coloring book. And that's about it. So I hope everyone has a great day. Thanks so much for taking time out of your Monday morning to join me. And I will see everyone back on Wednesday when we have another color along with, what are we doing on Wednesday? We are doing oil pastels. I'm excited about that. Oil pastels. I have a couple of different brands of oil pastels, and you don't need anything really expensive, but that's going to be a lot of fun, so I'm eager for that. Bonnie says, I'm all set with my camp book. Cool. Hey, thanks so much for joining me, everyone. Hope you have a great day. See ya.